Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a quick video review of driving this car. I did a review of this car while I was just sitting in it, but I didn't really do the video driving, so I think this is a good opportunity. The best part about owning this car is the drive quality. I am absolutely in love with the way this car drives. Obviously it's a small car, it's a cute car, it's a tiny car. And it doesn't look like much from the outside. You just think, oh, it's just a little car. But, I mean, you can hear right now I'm doing 30 miles an hour and just listen. I mean, it's comfortable. It's really comfortable. I mean, this level of comfort is about the same as my BMW. I mean, obviously this car doesn't handle nearly as well as my Beamer. But man, in terms of, you know, a quiet, comfortable ride, this car punches way above its weight. It performs, it rides like a much bigger car. You would never guess this tiny little car was as comfortable to ride in as it is, but it's really good. That's probably the thing that I appreciate. I actually look forward to getting in this car every single time. It's just, you know, the engine is spirited and the acceleration is really good. Oh, I have to say something. You know, I was on the forums the other day, and people were talking about the different gas. And normally I've been going with the 87 octane, the cheap stuff, because, you know, I'm trying to save money. And I didn't think it made any difference. But apparently, this car has 170 horsepower, 199 pound-feet of torque, and you only get that if you use the premium gas. I didn't know that. Or at least that's what somewhere it says in there. And so I decided, oh, you know, I'll test it out. You know, so last time I gassed up, I got the 91 octane, the expensive stuff, at Costco, and it has made a difference. And I noticed that when I first bought this car, and I put, you know, regular the 87 octane in it, it felt like there was a restrictor. I could tell that, you know, the car wasn't performing to its maximum. There's just something about it. It wasn't a big restriction. It was just kind of subtle. Like, I could just tell, you know, the car wasn't going as fast as it possibly could have. I could just tell. It's very subtle. Not a big difference. Most people wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I happen to be a very sensitive person, so I can, you know, sometimes I can detect some of these little things. But, you know, just going down the street, I could tell, you know. But the other day, I was just driving, and, you know, I tried to accelerate a little bit, and it was just effortless, just so smooth, so effortless. And I was like, wow, that was really impressive. And that was the first time my car ever did that. And I put two and two together, and I realized, hey, this is with the premium fuel. So I thought that was very interesting, you know. So, you know, last time I gassed up at Costco was $3.09 for 1 gallon of premium. So I'll probably go with that again. It's pretty cheap. It's not very expensive. Right now it's December 2019 in Vegas, and our gas isn't as expensive as California, which is probably a good thing. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the few good things about living in here versus California. I mean, people say, oh, I don't want to get into that stuff, but yeah, this car just, you know. Oh, I have to say something. In my original review, I was complaining about the brakes. You know, I've been testing the brakes out, and actually the brakes on this car, the size of the brakes is actually pretty damn big. And the braking performance is actually much better than I thought it was. So here's what I think happened. I think Volkswagen deliberately set up the brakes so that when you hit them, it doesn't stop you right away. It doesn't grab right away. And I think they did that on purpose. And you know, BMW does the same thing. when you hit the accelerator on a BMW, you just floor that thing, you're not going to get instant power. They don't give you all the power right off the bat. And they do that on purpose. Why? So you have a nice, smooth ride, a luxurious ride. And I think Volkswagen did the same thing with the brakes on this car. Because when I hit the brakes, the car doesn't stop on them, immediately. But if I really, push it, the car will stop very quickly. So the brakes are capable. It's just that I think Volkswagen has set it up in such a way that the brakes just don't grab right away. They're still a little bit hard for me to modulate because they feel weird. I don't like what Volkswagen has done with the brakes. I'd rather they do just like a normal brake, just like BMW does their brakes, or Honda or Toyota. I think the way their brakes are set up is fine. I don't understand why Volkswagen has done what they've done. Or maybe it's just this car, I don't know. Maybe I'm just full of hot air. Anyways, yeah, I mean, the brakes, they're good. It's gotten better, maybe I've just gotten used to this car, but I feel like the braking on this car is better now than it was when I first got it. And that might be because the car was sitting for a long time. This car for 1 year, basically it sat unused. They put on 3,000 miles in 1 year. So basically the car wasn't used for a long time. Maybe there was brake dust, or maybe there was rust on there. I don't know what it was. Yeah, but the brakes definitely work better. Plus I've washed the car a few times, and that always helps the brake performance, because that those washing, the machines around here anyways, they squirt the water directly onto the brakes, what do you call it, I can't remember the name of it, but anyways, yeah, I mean, it gives the brakes a little bit of a wash. So yeah, still loving the hell out of this car. It performs just awesome. I still can't believe, for the money I pay, I get this level of comfort. My dad's got a Honda CR-V. My brother's got a Honda Civic. And this car is a lot more comfortable to ride in than those cars. My mom's got a Camry, but it doesn't handle particularly well. The Camry is quiet, I'll give you that, which is nice. I appreciate the quiet ride. But I'd rather sacrifice a little bit of the quiet and have a little bit better handling. I'd rather sacrifice a nice quiet ride and have a little bit more noise in the cabin and have good handling, because good handling is it can't be understated. If you've got to do an evasive maneuver and you got to jump out of the way, you want your car to stay planted. You want to stay in control. I mean, you don't want to. I mean, it's nice to have a whisper quiet ride to the point where you can drop a pin and you can hear it. Yeah, that's nice, but I mean, if your car is rolling around like a boat, that sucks. I'll take handling any day over a quiet ride, unless it's just really loud. My Honda Civic was like that. It was too damn loud, and it didn't even handle that great either. The bushings are just terrible on that car. But I digress. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Just wanted to share my thoughts on, this awesome car. It's I mean, I'm just so happy, and I'm so I can't believe that I got such a nice car. It's just I'm so very appreciative. The universe has blessed me with this thing, and I can't wait to spend many more years driving this thing and appreciating the hatchback. Yeah, because I mean, yeah, the hatchback, it opens up possibilities for boondocking. You can throw a sleeping pad back there, spend an overnight, save some money on hotels. So yeah, that might be in my future. I might be doing some videos about that. I've got some locations staked out in Los Angeles and possibly Phoenix in the future. So yeah, maybe we'll see what happens. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.